Hello, my name is Kanwal Singh and welcome to my LifePage. Today I'm going to be talking about educating disabled children. But before that, let me give a brief introduction about myself. I belong to Delhi, so most of my education and work has been in and around Delhi. So I did my schooling from Delhi Public School, Mathura Road, and after that I did my graduation from Jesus and Mary College and I did psychology honors. I also did a postgraduate diploma in special education from the Spastic Society of Northern India, and I also did my master's in educational management from IGNOU. So I entered the special education field in 1988, which means I'm about to complete 30 years in the field. My first job as a special educator was at ADI. It was earlier called the Spastic Society of Northern India. So I worked at ADI for almost 20 years. So at ADI, I took on various roles and responsibilities, which included teaching a class of children with disabilities, lecturing in the therapy and education courses, teacher trainings, parent workshops, and finally heading the Center for Special Education, which is a special school. So in 2009, I joined another NGO called Vishwas, which is based in Gurgaon. There my appointment was as Director, Education and Training, and my responsibility there was a very exciting one. It was basically to set up an inclusive school, a school where disabled and non-disabled students studied together in one classroom. So like I said, it was very exciting because it was a new concept. So today Vishwas is a recognized middle school with 300 children, disabled and non-disabled children studying together. So after completing 25 years in the field, I decided to focus on writing. So I've been writing articles on special education and I'm currently working on my book. And I'm also doing an independent consultancy on special and inclusive education, which basically means supporting children, parents, teachers about special education. So now I'll be talking about what is special education. So special education basically means education of children with disabilities, supporting children with disabilities to study, to learn new concepts. So as you must be aware, children have different kinds of disabilities. It could be a physical disability where the child finds it difficult to sit, to stand, to walk, to use his or her hands, to write, to eat. There could also be speech difficulties, so the child is not able to speak, express himself. There could be difficulties in vision, so the child is not able to see clearly. There could be difficulties in hearing. There could be difficulties in socializing, making friends. There could be difficulties in learning, in understanding what is happening in class, following instructions. So there are various kinds of disabilities. And as a special educator, we would be looking at all these disabilities and trying to help the child to learn. So what is the role of a special educator? The first thing that the educator is supposed to do is to assess, see what the child is able to do, identify where the child is having a problem, then analyze what could be the possible reasons for the difficulty. And the fourth is to come up with creative solutions to overcome those difficulties or to learn in spite of having those difficulties. So now I'll tell you what education is required for teaching disabled children. So a background in psychology does help understand and teach children better.